Well, hello folks, and welcome back to Satisfactory. And holy Jesus, I need to turn up my mouse sensitivity. There we go, thank you very much. Right now I'm not using my 4000 DPI mouse, because I'm recording this at school. Anyhow, we're back. Welcome back to Satisfactory. And I probably posted some TikToks about reinstalling the shit and the Satisfactory gameplay. Turns out that Satisfactory actually uses Steam Cloud. It's not a locally saved thing, because I obviously hadn't disabled to use Steam Cloud. So I got the main file back. So obviously I don't have some clips, because some clips obviously went in the process. So I guess I can start by giving you guys an update of what has happened here. First now, I'm gonna put on my freaking video recording timer so that I don't forget the time and make this video 1000 years long. So what has happened as far as probably from the last video I uploaded, I think I actually have, I don't even remember if I actually have edited everything. Yeah, I have actually transcoded everything, all the old Satisfactory footage. And as you probably know, we got started on kind of a coal factory, or I probably told you something about it. But I guess I can go step through step of what has happened, and I guess we can start at the base here. Everything of all of the oh god, biomass generators are removed. We've started to get some kind of lights inside of here. Otherwise nothing new. We have our lines, we have starting over here, we have our assembly plate for smart plating, modular frames, rotors, and over here we have our reinforced plates stack up, which is actually not stacked up because everything is getting used. Moving on to our second floor. Here is our Silesia, we have our quartz, our coppers. So here we are producing motors from rotors and stators. This body is producing, or was producing, automated wiring, but not right now. Other than that, it's just a production line, and over here where we're getting in coal and sulfur in separate tanks for creating oh god, for creating nobelisks and shit. Down here is our hub, our workstation, and our resource table. As per earlier said, we go up to our third floor, or well, so-called the steel floor. Start over here, we have producing of steel beams and steel pipes. Regular steel beams here, that's full ATM. Here we have steel pipes, everything going out to different machines. This body is creating encased steel beams, which is currently filling up in here. Other than that, we have this body creating our stators from copper and that, and then we have this body creating our self-versatile framework, or it was creating our self-versatile framework, but right now it's just on standby. Feeding everything into this machine, which is currently producing heavy modular frames, which is continuing to do, because we need some heavy modular frames for other shit. Right here we're just sending in shit. So that's pretty much this layer. So now let's go to our third layer, or technically fourth floor, to be exact, where we start on our fuel system. So here we have our production of rubber, which is full of heavy fuel oil, or heavy residue. Flush pipe network. Now that's gonna flush the entire thing, including... Well, that only flushes the pipe network. Or no, or did it flush on the other end? Good. So this body produces us plastic, two rubber, nothing big. This body is producing us circuit boards, and plastic and circuit board and copper sheeting is all getting fed out, and it's going to get fed up into our computer facility, which is our 5th floor. So that's going to be coming up here. So we're going to get that input here. So in order to get that input, we'll obviously have to do some funky ass work on routing these up. Because they're going to have to come out, up, and over, and then in. And then we have to route it around that body. So a bit of work to do on that body. So that's pretty much the base itself, I would say. Not much going on here. A biomass factory pretty much not in use at this point. So I guess we could start by going down this. No, not that line. This line. So that's where the kind of next thing happened. And yes, don't mind me sweeping inside of a pipeline. It's kind of funky. There we go. So I've been here with some obelisks, cleared out this area a bit, made it user friendly, I guess. Habitable. Or habitable, well, something. So back over here, you can see we're drawing a bit more power than what we're producing. Main power grid right here, which connects down to the backup power. So we're using a bit more power than what we have. Our production is 600 megawatts. We're consuming about... We're using roughly 0.10 or 580... Yeah, our maximum consumption is possible of taking 1,400 megawatts. So 0.4 gigawatts. So this is our coal factory, all puking at this maximum, pumping in water, pumping out fluids, burning fuel. The unknown is still sitting here with his coffee cup. So we're just pumping and pumping and pumping water. So this is our coal factory, producing us power. Now our power draw is only overstaken by some, so we have... Yeah, we can run with this power draw like 48 hours. Let's see here. Yeah, so our maximum consumption is up in like 812 megawatts. So yeah. Now that will change as soon as we're done with creating 100 computers. Because once we're done creating 100 computers, we can upgrade to using fuel as our power production. Now that will give us a pretty good increase in power. So yes, and that's the next thing I'm going to show you, as you kind of already have seen a little peek of. Yes, I know that wall is far from done, don't mind me. That's also one of the reasons why they're going a pipeline here. Because, remember now, I can probably start by showing you this is kind of the first step off the kind of view line, I guess. And I kind of just have to zip line down there, because that's gonna be the easiest way of getting down there. So all this way, I always get kinda clump in my stomach going over that, buddy. Going through here, so this entire line, and you probably see there's no pumps. Main reason for it is because I have a so big downhill over there that I don't need any pumps over there. I have one single pump on each line going from each reservoir and extractor to pump it into the pipeline, but from there I have literally no pipelines whatever. I have one pump here providing about 14.6 meters of head lift, and this pump right here producing about 17.9 meters of head lift, and both of these are just pumping out oil. And with all this downflow we have pretty much the maximum amount of flow rate possible going through these pipes. Like down here the fluid buffer is full, like it's full. I have not a single pump running for pumping the oil from the ground up to the fourth floor. Yes, up to the fourth floor. I have no pumps. I have no pumps pumping it up there. And that's pretty insane. But you can see all the downwards pressure we have here. Like, it's not a surprise we don't need any pumps. Because all this downward pressure, it's, yeah. Pretty much the height of that is pretty much as high as that hill. So you can see that entire extent there, that's the entire pipe network in the back. And you can see the crude oil coming down. I haven't gotten to paint all of these lines yet. So yeah. So now going over to the fuel line, showing you guys that. I never refilled you with coffee. And also, watch out later today, because later today on Live Tech RL there will come an unboxing of the Acer Nitro K272S 1920 by 1080 165Hz gaming display. I'm actually upgrading. So the HP 2009 monitor, if you've been keeping watch on my Steam showcase on Steam, you'll probably see I have removed the HP 2009 monitor. That's gotten replaced with my main monitor, the Samsung SyncMaster 200 SB300 1920 by 1080 60Hz display, and it's going to be replaced by the new display. Now, my gaming laptop, the MSI Leopard 72 VR7F, only supports 4K at 30 Hz, so it will only support 1920 at 120. So I'll be running 120, not the full 165. But it's profitable for the future when I get my stationary gaming rig done, which I am working on a video on to give you guys a little bit of an update on that. It never happened in a live stream because I got tired of waiting for parts. But to give you guys a little bit of an update, I have the motherboard is in, but that's also a thing. I'm going to be changing out the case as soon as I know that computer is working properly, because with the full ATX board, the design of the case is just about a bit too tiny. So, because it's a mid-tower case, so the ATX 24-pin power connector is jammed in between the motherboard and the shroud that's in the case. So I'm going to be upgrading to the Corsair T. The Corsair Graphite 760T Big Tower, which basically will give me more space. It will give me more space. Number one, I have space to double as many hard drives, 3 SSDs or 2.5-inch hard drives. So yeah, so what I got in there now, just to give you a perspective, is the motherboard, the Asus 570F Gaming. I got the power supply in there, Corsair RM 1000X power supply. I got two 2.5-inch hard drives in there, just that I had laying around in inventory. I have the fans and RGB is coming today, so that I'm probably just not gonna install the RGB strips. I'm probably just gonna install the RGB nodes loosely and then the fans, just to like check if they're working. So the plan was to install the radiator, but I'm gonna be ordering the original plan was a 5900X Ryzen 9 CPU, 12 cores, 24 threads. But because of number 1 price, number 2 out of stock, number 3 that we can't mount a radiator in that case because if it interferes with the heatsink to the VRMs, I'm gonna use a Ryzen 7 3700X. It's practically the same as the RTX as the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, just with 0.3 gigahertz less. So practically speaking, 300 megahertz less on base clock and boost clock. That's basically it. So it's 8 core, 16 thread. So yeah, with the stock cooler. So I remounted the stock bracket because I originally took it off. So yeah, that's as far as I am now. The next thing is going to be ordering CPU and RAM. So yeah. But now, back to the video. So you get in here, you have a fluid buffer right here. That is filling up again. I'm going to actually flush that fluid buffer again, because I need more rubber and plastic, so I'm gonna let that flush out and let this valve do its shit. And then we have a valve here which is completely blocked off to keep this line empty, because we're practically not using fuel at this point, which goes into 4 refineries, which then goes back here. So we have this entire pipeline network coming together, going into an head lift pump, going into a valve that's closed off, another valve which is closed off, which is going into this fluid buffer, which is then going to be fed out, going down to the coal plant the time we switch that over to fuel. Then we have another valve here feeding fuel into these that make packaged fuel, or are going to be making packaged fuel sooner or later. So that's basically the fuel standpoint of things. So that's as far as we are currently. So yeah, nothing new really. Moved the space elevator, or removed the space elevator because it was in the way by routing cables and shit. So yeah. So pretty much what we're working on now is getting that computer facility up and running, and I kinda have to spoot out the back here. So kinda need to see how we're gonna do this. So that's providing that up there. So I now need to figure out where to route the because heating coming up. So it's the 3rd floor or the 4th floor. Yeah, I need to go to the 4th floor because the 5th floor, so yeah, it's the 4th floor that I need to do work on. Because the 4th floor is getting in copper, creating circuit boards, which then needs to go up. So now I need to pull out this wall, and I'm just gonna put out the fundament here, so that I can kinda make myself an idea here. Where's my conveyors? There they are. So technically speaking, up to the 5th floor is just to create a fucking long keyway elevator practically speaking, going up to say there. That's the best idea I can come up with at the moment, and then we'll have to go up and see what we can do up there. So sorry if this video is not edited very well. I'm just gonna cut out like snippets here and there, and I'm just gonna export it. So I'm just gonna use like quick, like a few minutes, just cutting out unnecessary parts, and that's basically it. I'm not gonna be making anything fancy in this video. Probably no background music. I just want it simple. So yeah, so I pretty much routed that a little bit high. So what I'm gonna do here now is that I'm gonna do the same as I did down here. I'm gonna create myself a little bit of a well, this is obviously giving me a little bit of a, so this is high enough. Now I'm gonna throw in these chipsets I now have in my inventory inside of here. And then that's pretty much gonna be just routed over through a wall mount. Well, now I have no wall here. Oh god. A wall mount. Thank you very much. That's pretty much gonna be going there. Having a M3 conveyor belt going up there. So it's not going to be helpful with me. So what we need to do then is run conveyor on top of shit, and then either that or we now need to, okay, so now I need to put an elevator, elevate it up a notch. Then I need to run an elevator on the physical, like, oh Jesus! Okay, it's fully saved me.
You're too good at this.
Well, I was at the 4th floor freaking trying to wire my fucking elevators, and then all of a sudden I just casually jumped off of one of my elevators, and then... so now you turn around this... No, wrong way. Fuck, damn it.
What?
To
Oh,
input... Conveyor, go into conveyor, and then you go inside of the factory. And then I remove this platform just hanging around here. And this is the most janky ass freaking conveyor setup I've ever done. So anyhow, then the only thing we're missing is freaking screws. Jan? Do you have any fancy way of getting the screws up here? Now how the fuck to get screws up here? Now first of all I need more steel. So that's basically what the new updates here has been. Practically just doing work, doing shifts. Nothing more to it. So now, productions of screws. Ouch. Now the problem here is that all our freaking screws is all used. And I don't have any splitters set up to split this body, so I'm gonna have to remove this conveyor. I don't even have a splitter there. Jesus Christ. Logistics. Conveyor splitter. What? There we have you. Then I need a way to route this body out here without making it janky. For stackable conveyor. Then I need this body to go over here somehow. Go out of this wall somehow. Then I need this body to go over here somehow. Go out of this wall somehow. And then how the hell I'm gonna route this body up? That's the big question. Through the existence of what? Well, I'm using freaking elevators, but all my walls are filled up with elevators all going to the same place. This is a mess! You see, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get screws from there up to the 5th floor, but I have an elevator in the way there. I can't take it there. I have to get it over the elevator that's already up there. So it's like...
Usually just drag the elevator up, point it to the side, drag it up, drag it back over it, and then keep going up.
Well, easier said than
Yeah,
done.
what I mean.
Easier said than done, that's all I have to say.
I could have showed you it, but I don't have the resources to do it on my...
Well, I'll probably figure out something too. Elevator, fuck!
Welcome.
Oops, that was not what I meant to put up. Then I just gotta get up there somehow. There, then I can jump over onto this. Conveyor, which then will make me fall down again. So the easiest way I have to do this is go to the 5th floor, then jump down to the 4th floor onto that platform. All the inconveniences. Ow. Yeah, that almost killed me. Then I can run an elevator into an elevator, run it up God knows how far. Okay. First of fundament to stand on. This is the most janky ass shiz I ever done. So I think I kinda did it. So I'm gonna pick a few more screws off the shelf. Oh god. Lag spike. We're gonna head to the 5th floor and see if this body is actually working. And if it is, then this is gonna be the end of this video. So sorry if this body practically ain't edited at all. I'm gonna re-export it into 1440p. But other than that, or 1080, I'm gonna... Now this body's working. Good. 1. A regular freaking storage container. One going from 1 to 1. So now then you're making me the 100 computers I need. So that's basically gonna be the end of this video, guys. I wanna say thank you guys for watching. Finally have stuff a bit more in the correct order again. And it's gonna be so much easier and better to create videos once I get my new workstation up and running. God knows when that's gonna be. It's gonna be much less stress now, because the plan was that I was gonna move out sometime around the 30th of June. But that's gonna be extended. I actually got a request in on it, and I can expand it. So I will probably not be moving out before, like, say, August, October, maybe. So that's while moving out, because the plan was that I was gonna move out now the 30th of June, but I'm playing on it, and I might actually get it expanded until like August, October. Which is pretty nice, because then I can maybe get my computer system finished before I move. So then I don't have extra expenses to do while I'm finishing that machine up. So that's gonna be very nice. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Been Live Gaming here with Satisfactory episode, whatever the fuck episode it is. Episode 8? I think. Anyhow. Remember to check out links down below and Live Tech in RL. There's gonna be a Live Tech in RL unboxing coming out tonight, hopefully. And remember to check out my social media. I'm getting spammed to hell on Discord. So stay tuned, stay awesome. Live Gaming out.